Hi besties. Today I'm embracing the darkness. This is the look that I came up with. Didn't do a gold brow bone today for the first time in like 2 videos. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jan. I use she, her pronouns, and I only do it for the girls, the gays, and the theys. I don't have any nails at the moment because I'm letting my nails breathe from the last time that I used that Sally Beauty like cement glue. Also, while you're here, besties, please check out the links in my link tree. I have several links to support the humanitarian crises happening in Tigray, Ethiopia, Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, as well as Haiti. I also have some immigration resources linked in my bio, as well as some Palestinian families that I'm trying to raise money for. So if you can't donate, please share this video. Also, while you're here, tell me what your favorite thing is to put on your lips, whether that's like a lipstick, a lip liner, a lip balm, nothing, Vaseline. Just let me know. I'm curious. If you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Okay, besties. I'm going to be working with some of the shades from the Glamlite Ghostface palette. So that just looks like this. It's a beautiful cool tone palette. So I'm going to take this shade Shadows Back right here. I did not set my paint pot just because I want it to be a little tacky, because sometimes black shadows just work a lot better when they have something kind of tacky to stick to. But this is just going to be like a transition shade. So I'm just going to work this into the crease, just like that. Since the paint pot is still a little bit tacky, I'm just making sure to like pat that in, because you see it's like really, it's gripping onto the shadow, and I love it. Okay, besties, that's gonna be the base for our look. Now in the pan, that brown shade just looks really brown, but when it gets on the eyes, it's got this like beautiful grayish tone to it. So I'm gonna take my brush that looks like this, and I just want to fade out the crease for right now. So I'm gonna take this shade called Movie Night, which is a very light gray right here, just on that brush, just so I can get the diffused kind of look that I want. So I'm just gonna take that, we're gonna tap some off, and we're just gonna pop that on to the edges of this look, just like that. See how it just kind of makes everything look a little bit more diffused. Okay, besties, that's what we're looking like. I am going to take some of Pure Ghostface down here, which is that beautiful plum shade, just on my same like fluffy brush, just for like a little bit of depth in the crease. So I'm just going to take that like right into the crease. I'm not going to like diffuse it up. I'm just going to pop that into the crease because I want to get a few different tones just before I go in with the black. So I think initially I want to go in with Total Suspense down here, which is a beautiful black, but it's got like silver and blue glitter to it. I'm going to take that on a flat shader brush that looks like this. There, I'm going to load up my brush, probably just like the very tip of my brush, and I'm going to very lightly pat this in. But on top of that paint pot, it's gonna stick, so I'm being very careful just to pat that in. Okay, besties, that's what we're looking like. I am gonna take a clean blending brush. I like this brush and this kind of shape because it can blend, but it can also apply shadow. So I'm just gonna take that because we have all this darkness and I want it to kind of fade out into the crease color that we have. So I'm just gonna take that and just kind of diffuse it. I brought a little bit of it up like on the border of my crease, just so it would blend better. I think I'm gonna take, let's see. Well, first I'm just gonna like blend this out, just kind of diffuse it. And then we'll kind of see where we're at. But I do like how that looks. Okay, besties, I do feel like I wanna add a little bit of something extra to this look. So I'm gonna take Jessica Hayes's M163 Sparkle Balm. This is the Mod Beauty Suspended Sparkle Balm from her Southern Goth palette. I freaking love this thing. Look at that. It's got like a white base, but it reflects like gold and green, and it's just gorgeous. So I want to put this in the center of my eye. I love the Suspended Sparkle Balms because they're so multi-use. So I am just going to pop that. This is going to be like a cream base for the shadow that I'm going to put on top. That is so pretty. I love it. I love about these kinds of transformative shades that depending on what kind of colors you use under it, like as a base, it'll transform it. So like on my face, for instance, more of the gold in this comes out, but on top of black shadow, more of the green comes out. And I just love I love shades like this that you can kind of play with like that. So I'm just diffusing it out with my finger because it's gorgeous, but it's a little bit tacky, so I want to set it with something else. So we're gonna take Mirror Gleam from the Ghostface palette. It's this beautiful like green, but it has like a purpley shift. I think it's so pretty. So I'm gonna take a flat shader brush that looks like that, load that up. These shadows don't, like, you don't even need to load them up, but I want to make sure I set that. Ooh. Ooh. I was wondering like which kind of tone was going to come out, whether it was going to be like the green or the purple. I kind of left that the purple's coming out. So that's what we're looking like, besties. I love that. I do want to take a little bit of Sharpest Knife down here, which is like a kind of gray purple. Like a bluish gray purple. It's really pretty. I love the fact that this palette has like a few duochromes in it. I'm literally just going to take that on my middle finger and just pop that in the center just so it catches. It just brings like a bluish tone to that. I feel like it almost looks like opalescent. Low-key, it's giving space. Like I'm holding space for this. Okay. I'm going to take my Beauty Creations Outer Space pencil that y'all have seen me use a million times because I love her. And we are going to do a dark smudgy under eye. If you can do lower liner or mascara without being like, you're a superhero and you need to like be running the country. So I'm just going to take my Anastasia Jackie Aina brush. I love this one for smudging. Alrighty, that's what we're looking like. I do want to incorporate some kind of green tone into this. So I'm going to take Candle as a Light from the Colourpop Hocus Pocus 2 palette. And I'm just going to take that like on a shader brush. I think this is just going to mainly go in my inner corner. So that's right there. I love how that looks. Yeah. That's what that looks like. I die for that. I think that looks so cool. I'm struggling with what to do with the rest of the lower lash line because I kind of just like how that looks. But we're going to try Masked Mystery from the Ghostface palette, which is this one. So I'm just going to take that on top of the black shadow because I do want to keep it dark, but not like black. So it's almost got like a navy blue kind of smoky gray moment to it. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm also going to take a little bit of Vengeful Spirit, which is this one. It's like a taupey gray brown. Just a little bit on my finger just to kind of lighten that up. So just like that. Yeah. Like dark, but not like black. Okay, besties. That's what we're looking like. Part of me wants to do a wing, if I'm being totally honest. But I think I'm going to wait and see how it looks with like my face makeup done and lashes. I always want to do a wing. I just feel like it makes my eyes look a little bit wider. So I am going to do my face makeup off camera and then be right back. If y'all would like to see like how I prep my skin, I did do a video of it on my TikTok, but I can definitely go more in depth. And if y'all would like to see like a full like face routine, how I like to apply my foundation, just kind of the details of that, just let me know. It just won't be in this video for time purposes. Also, all the products that I use on my face, eyes, lips, everything will be listed in the description box down below if you're ever curious, every single video. But I have so much to tell you, besties. For my lashes, I took my Kiss So Wispy. I actually just picked these up from Ulta. These are the style 11. They look very similar to my Pompadour ones. I think just width-wise, they're a little bit shorter, but I really like them. I did end up taking my NYX Epic Ink liquid liner just for a little wing. I don't know, I can't live without them sometimes. I used the Kourtney Quarantine M170 shadow right here as a bronzer. For my cheeks, I did a little Jessica Kourtney combo. So firstly, I took M158 right here, which I love to use as blush. It's such a good shade. And then I took Kourtney's Cream Clay Blush from the Internet Grunge collection. And this is M150. So just very lightly, obviously. I just kind of wanted like a pinky kind of natural look to my cheeks. For my inner corner highlight, I took Jessica's Sparkle Balm, the M163 right here, as a base. And then I took this shade from the Hocus Pocus 2 palette. This is called 17th Century, which looks silver in the pan, but it actually comes out and is like kind of gold and has all these really pretty reflex to it. And I felt like this look needed a bright inner corner. For my upper lip and face highlight, I took my Glamlite Ghostface. Now on my upper lip, I did the champagne one. For my face, I took a combination of both of these as well. And then of course my Half Magic Glitter Puck in Dopamine Sparkle that I love, that I can't literally do a look without. My lip combo is a journey as always. So firstly, I started out taking my M159 from Mob Beauty. This is a beautiful like gray brown lip pencil. I lined my lips with that, and then in the corners I took my Glamlite Ghostface liner, which is an almost black but not quite so like dark brown, but that's where the darkness is coming from. And then I took my Jessica Hayes M138 black lip balm over it and then blotted it. So that's what that looks like. I love this thing, but I love this combo. Also, with looks like this that are a little bit darker, I like to make sure my under eyes are extra bright. So I used my Milani Conceal and Perfect color corrector under eye brightener. So this is like a peachy shade. It just helps to cancel out any dark circles that I have under there. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I love you the most. You're my favorite person in the whole world. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next one.